Welcome to piano class today. This is our Young Artist 3 class, and this is lesson number 15. We're going to start today with a singing song that's a new one on page 40 called Loch Lomond. This is a very old Scottish song. Scotland is a part of England, and it's on the British coast. And it has some kind of funny words that are Scottish. It says, on the bonny, bonny banks, and bonny means beautiful, on the pretty banks. And the sun shines bright on Loch Lomond, and loch is a type of lake, where me and my true love wherever want to gae. You might see that's a little funny word, but that's a Scottish word for where we would like to go, place we would like to go, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. So let's sing through it and listen for some other words that you might not recognize that are Scottish. Take deep breaths. The phrases are pretty long. One, two, three. By yon bonny banks and by yon bonny braes, where the sun shines bright on Loch Lomond, where me and my true love wherever want to gae, with a fermata, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Oh, you take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland before ye. But me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. And you might recognize that sound is a bagpipe, which is a popular instrument in Scotland as well. And we did have some fermatas where we're going to hold. Let's turn now in our books to La Donna e Mobile on page 46. And let's just sing through it and try to sing our Italian words. Remember, we would need to sing along as we do our comping. So let's go through this one. And don't worry if your pronunciation isn't perfect. La Donna mobile, qualque muol vento, muta doxento, e de pensiero, sempre una nobile leggiadro viso, in portuan riso, e menzognero. La Donna mobile, qualque muol vento, muta doxento, e de pensiero. Let's take a few minutes before we go to our keyboards and review our intervals. What interval is this? I hope you recognized. That is the fire truck, or the seventh. What interval is this one? That one is the bride, or the fourth. How about this one? Twinkle, twinkle. That one is the star, or the fifth. How about this one? That one is the rainbow, or the eighth. We also have that one is the second. Good. What is this one? Minor second. Good. How about this? This one's kind of a happy interval. This is the sixth, or the ship, my Bonnie. My Bonnie lies there. Then we also have our doorbell, or our third. And then we also have learned this one. It's close to the third, but this is a minor third. This is my major third, my minor third. So now we know two minor intervals, our minor second and our minor third. Let's go to our keyboards now and play through La Donna e Mobile. We'll play it with the recording. Slowly though, and if you'd like, just play your left hand, or your right hand, sorry. Play your chords with your right. Start with your Re, So, Ti, G, and D. Remember, you can just read it right here. G, then a D chord, D7, then a G chord. Now find your Kissy on D, then Snowman, Kissy, and Snowman, Kissy again on Fee, and Snowman, Kissy, back to Snowman. Then we come back to D, D7, then our G chord, G, then our D chord, D7, back to G chord. Okay, and then you'll notice that we're just playing so's and re's on our left hand here. And then right here we're going to play La, which is right in our hand position, go down a fifth. Just as my right hand moves up, my left hand moves up to T, down a fifth. And then as my right hand moves to Fi, I move to Re, down a fifth. So La down a fifth, T down a fifth, Re down a fifth is my left hand part for the B section. So just play it very slowly and just keep it as dotted half notes if you'd like. We're going to turn one page back to Dance in F on page 44. And we're going to just play through this one. It will be our pass off for next week. So I'm going to play through it without the repeats. And very slowly, hands together. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. Do, fa, la, do, mi, so, te, te, so, mi, do, la, do, la, fa, mi, so, te, so, mi, fa. Now switch to thumb on the fa. Te, re, do, la, fa, softly. Cross over 2 on mi, so, mi, thumb on fa. Reach octave with your left, and end on fa and fa, la. So work just small sections of it if you need to as well. Whatever part is giving you trouble, that's the part that you want to stop and practice 10 times and see if you can get it correct. Our pass-off song for today is Singing Sailors. I'll play through just to hear because remember this part is going to be different for everyone. It's whatever you wrote for your own variation of Singing Sailors. And it's D minor. Hand position, 1, 2, play along, go. La, 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 re, fa, la, so, 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 do, mi, so, la, 2 on la, ti, do, re, do, la, so, mi, re, la. playing a particular section, it's not terribly difficult. Part of the challenge on this piece is going from this section to this section. You've got to jump very quickly with your left hand from this hand position to this hand position. And once you're there, it's not too difficult. But once you're in this hand position, you have to jump quickly to this hand position. So practice just doing that with your left hand. Start here, jump to here. And once you're in this hand position, jump quickly to here. And then from here, you would need to jump quickly to whatever you wrote for your hand position as well. So practice that with your left hand to be sure that you can jump from section to section without having to stop, or variation to variation, I should say, without having to stop. Let's take our books to the keyboards now and go over our piano part. Let's do piano 3 first. Remember, think about your fingering. 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 5, and then 3, 2 to get your thumb back on, or 2, 1, and then just lift and move. And we play Re, then La, then G, 3 on Fi, 2 on So, 5 on Re, 3 on So, 2 on La, thumb on Re, then 2, then 1, then 3 on Fi, 2, then 5 on Re, 3, then 2, third line, thumb on Re, 2 on La, thumb on T, 3 on Fi, 2 on So, 5 on Re, 3 on So, 2 on La, last line, Re, then 2, then thumb, then 3, then 2, then Re. Now 2, thumb on La and down to Re, big whole note. So, like I said, if you need to write the fingering on each line to help you remember, you can do that. It's written on this line, but not the other line. So, add the fingering if that's helpful. We're going to slow it down just a little bit to do piano 1. Hope you've marked your sharps. We have 2 sharps, Fi and D. F sharp, C sharp. And we're going to play La up chord, La snowman, Fi up chord, Fi snowman. So think about the shapes of your chords as we play. Start with rest. La, Re, Fi, rest. La, D, Mi, rest. Fi, Ti, Re, rest. Fi, La, D, Re. And jump quickly to Fi, Fi, Mi, Mi, Re, Re, D, D, Ti, Ti, La, La, Ti, Ti, D, D, rest. La, Re, La, La, Di, La, Fi, Ti, Fi, Fi, La, Fi, rest. So Re, Re, Fi, Re, Re, so Re, Mi, La, Mi, Fi, La, Mi, La, Fi, D, shift down, Ti, Re, La, Re, Ti, Re, Re, Di, Ti, Di, Re, big whole note. Again, the more difficult part on this song is jumping from one section to the next. This line is one pattern. Jumping to this pattern, you've got to really get there quickly. 5 on the D, then 5 on the Fi. And then here is not quite as big a jump, but going from here to La, Mi, up to Fi is a pretty big jump. So you want to practice doing that too. It's a pretty big leap, and you need to be looking for that F sharp to get your pinky on it. Let's turn now to House of the Rising Sun and let's review playing our right hand melody. Remember, we're going to switch from 3 to 1 while we hold the mi. Start with 3 and then we'll switch to our thumb to hold and do the fi. Ti, mi, switch to thumb, fi, so. Ti, la, half, mi, octave higher. Mi, half, mi, re, half, re. Ti, half, dot, half note. Ti, mi, half, down, goes 2, 3. Ti, la, half, mi, half, mi, ti, mi. Now let's sing and count. 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So now it's time to add our chords on the left hand. Our chord choices are right here: E minor, A minor, B, and B7. And remember, the B and B7 is pretty interchangeable, but it makes for a nice change of color if you use the B instead of the B7 at times. We have a rest right here. We're not going to play a chord on the pickup note. And right underneath the measures, I want you to write in what chord choice we would use, but not write anything in the staff because we're going to write in our left hand part. So our first note is mi, and our key signature is E minor, so this is for sure going to be an E minor chord. Now we also have a so in the E minor chord, so we will stay on E minor. And let's just double check and make sure that that sounds correct. However, we do not have a la in our E minor chord. So right here, la or A, we're going to change to our A minor chord. And we do have an E in the A minor chord, so it works for these two measures as well, A minor. So back to the E minor on the mi, mi. Now we could change to B. No, we couldn't change to B because, okay. On the next minor measure, we're going to stay on the E minor. But when we get to the B, we are going to change to a B or a B7. Now, one thing that you can do is start on a B and then change to a B7, or start on a B7 and change to a B. It would sound like this: B, then change to a B7. And then this is just like the beginning, so our chord choices will be just like the beginning: E minor, and then A minor, because this is the same measure as this one, and then E minor here, E minor again, and then when we have T, we will change to the B or B7, and then back to our E minor. Now, one thing that you might notice when you play it hands together is that this T with my right hand is the same T that my B and B7 is using. So you would just have to play the T, with your right hand and leave off the T with your left hand. So get those chords and practice playing them. Mi, so, ti, mi, la, do. My B chord has two black keys, C, Fi, T. The Fi is in my key signature, but the D is, and then this is also a D sharp. They should have labeled it, but it's because of this one being sharped. So it is a D sharp. B 7. It's time to get our binders out, so let's open those up and turn to week 14, which is what we've been working on. I hope you have checked off all your boxes over here and here and here and done your theory and come up with a melody to go along with these F major chords and a melody to go along with these D major chords and play those for your teacher. We are going to transpose our sight reading. We were going to transpose to E minor and A minor. So E minor would be Mi, Fi, So, La, Ti. And remember, our kissy chord is a Re, La, Ti. As opposed to my F chord, which has the Te here, we're going to do it as a kissy with 5 on the pinky. So let's try that. 1, 2, slowly play. Mi up a third, stays the same, down a third, down a second, up a second, down a third, up a second, up a third, down a third, hold down a third, up a third, stays the same, down a third, up a third, down a second, down a second, down a second, down a second, up a fifth, down a fifth. So you can see our transposing is getting a little more complicated. Let's try it in A minor. Again, my kissy is a Si, Re, Mi shape. And let's go ahead and play it slowly. 1, 2, ready, go. La up a third, stays the same, down a third, down a second, up a second, down a third, up a second, up a third, down a third, down a third, up a third, stays the same, down a third, up a third, down a second, down a second, down a second, down a second, up a fifth, down a fifth. So when you play those, it's okay to transpose one hand at a time and then play hands together in the same way that we would do our sight reading, using our sight reading practice directions. Let's turn to week 15 and let's point and sing our notes. 1, 2, ready, sing. Do, mi, do, la, la, la. Do, mi, do, la, la, la. Ti, ti, ti. Re, do, ti, la, half dot, keep holding half dot. So you can tell by my first 3 notes here, I'm in la position, mi, do, la. So let's play. 3 is on the do and sing our notes. 1, ready, go. Do, mi, do, la, la, la. Do, mi, do, la, la, la. Ti, 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 re, do, ti, la, half dot, keep holding half dot. Point and sing our intervals. 1, ready, go. Do, up a third, down a third, down a third, stays the same, up a third, down a third, down a third, stays the same, up a second, stays the same, up a third, down a second, down a second, down a second. So thirds and seconds. Start on do. 1, 2, 3, play and say, go. Do, up a third, down a third, down a third, stays the same, up a third, down a third, down a third, stays the same, up a second, stays the same, up a third, down a second, down a second, down a second, half dot, hold. Write in your counting. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're in 3, 4 times, so we have a 1 and a 2 and a 3 in each measure. And then here we're going to go 1 dash 2 dash 3, and then you can also dash to the next 1 dash 2 dash 3 because we're going to hold it for that dotted half note as well. Let's play our right hand only and sing our counting. 1, 2, 3, play and say your counting. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, counting is important, so don't forget that step. And then let's look at our left hand bass clef, la, do, mi, la, do, mi, la, do, mi, la, do, mi. La, do, mi is just a broken A minor chord. So label that A minor, A minor. You can label them all or just label the first. And then here we're going to play just re and just mi. And if you can't remember what finger is on re, look at your hand and write a number 2. Write a 2 under the re to tell yourself what finger number that would be, and then write a 1 under the mi if you need help remembering what finger is on the mi. Then back to our A minor broken and la. For our theory, we're going to be filling in the missing chords. This is our root chord, our 1 chord, and we're going to fill in the 4 chord right here, the up chord, and the 5/7 chord right here. You may remember this is on our page that says cadence chords. Here is our E major, mi, la, D is my up chord or 4 chord, and then re, la, ti is my kissy chord. So look over here, here's my E major. I'm going to fill in the missing chords, the up chord and the kissy chord. And in B major, which is this one right down here, I'm going to fill in the up chord and the kissy chord as well. And you'll notice this one has lots of sharps. Let's play our E major. You'll notice that it has a black key in the middle of the snowman, a black key at the top of the up chord, and then a black key at the bottom of the kissy chord. So we'll have black key in the middle. 1, 2, ready, go. Snowman, up chord, black key at the top, back to my snowman, black key in the middle, kissy, black key at the bottom, and snowman, black key in the middle. So kind of think of it that way. Black key in the middle, black key at the top, black key in the middle, black key at the bottom, black key in the middle. Now our B has more sharps than any of the others. You can see more black keys. 2 black keys. T, re, fi. T, re, fi is my kissy. And I still want to do that 1, 3, 5 fingering. Now I have 1 black key at the top, 2 black keys again in the snowman, and then 2 black keys on the outside. Re, mi, fi, and then 2 black keys at the top again. B major would need extra practice. Do it hand separately first, 2 black keys, 1 black key, 2 black keys, outside black keys on my thumb and my pinky, and then back, and then with your left hand. Practice all of your cadence chords now because you will be asked to play some of them for festival. So thanks for joining me for piano class today. When you have a little extra time, try to go back and review all of the solos in your book so that you can be thinking about which song you'd like to play for festival and also which song you'd like to play for the recital. Have a great week. And we will see you next time. Goodbye, goodbye. We've had so much fun. Goodbye, 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 everyone.